This conference will now be recorded.
So today we are discussing about conversion functions. In the last session we completed date functions. Here conversion function. What is a conversion function? Conversion functions execute on one type data and display the result in different data type. Display result in different data type. Here first function toNumber. toNumber, it will convert given character value into number data type. Again, it will convert given character value into number data type. So input value is character data type. Finally, output is in number data type. Here, each character value, whatever the character value you want to convert, that character value must contain set of digits. Compulsory, there should be some digits within the character value. Then only you can convert that value into number. Let me consider there is a salary column. Salaries are in this way. Dollars, currency symbol is also there. Dollar 1200, dollar something, dollar something. This is not numeric data. This is a character data because numeric data support only digits and supports a decimal point. But number type data should not support any other symbols. So these values are considered as character values. What is my target? Find out total salary. From the above salaries, find out total salary. It is not possible. It is not possible because the values are character values. So what is my target is I want to convert these salaries into number type. How to convert? From each salary, I want to take digits. It's a character value. How to take part of the value? Substring. By using substring, we can get from second position until end of the value. From here also, from second position means this digit until end. From here also get this until end of this. Okay. So by using substring, you are taking digits. That digits pass to toNumber. Say substring salary column, take from second position. Then you will get this. Still the data is character data. These digits pass to toNumber function. So the result of substring means this. The result of substring passes to toNumber. It will convert the numbers. It will convert these digits into number type data. So the result of toNumber should be passed to sum. Then you will get sum of salaries. Hope you understand. Now let me execute that. See here, EMP data. It's a table name. This is a table name. Don't use underscore. Typing is difficult. That's why. So let me create the table and let me insert some data. Copied. Come to here. Before that, let me start the spool. C drive and users. Dinesh. Under this desktop. Under this Oracle spool files. Under this, I think this is day 30. Let me verify the number. Day 30 completed. It's day 31. Okay. Dot txt. Now let me create the table. Table created, data inserted. Now I want to find out sum of the salaries. Find the sum of salaries. How to find? Select sum of. Before applying sum function, convert the values into number type. Before converting them into number, take the digits only. Substring of what is the column name? Salary. From the salary, from second position onwards, I want to take. So substring is closed and the number is closed, sum is closed. Total from EMP data. See. So the total salary is 10,500. Hope you understand. Okay. Generally, we can also concatenate this. Let me try. Yeah, the total salary you are getting $10,500. Okay, now this is the way we can convert the character values into number. But remember, the character value must contain set of digits, otherwise not possible. Next function, toChar. See, it will convert numeric value. It is converting numeric values into character values. Here, numeric values like this. These are all known as numeric data because only digits and decimal symbol. There is no another symbols. Additional symbols are not there. So price list is a number type data. But I want to print each price. I want to print each price with the same length. Actually 100 position is there. There is no thousands position, 10,000 position, lakhs position, 10 lakhs position not presented. But I want to print with 10 lakhs position onwards. See, simple example. 1, it's a digit. 0, 1, it is also called as 1. 0, 0, 1 means before digit you can add any number of zeros. The weight of the value cannot be changed. So this is called as 100.78 only. The weight of the value cannot be changed. So the left side positions you can fill with zeros. Even though the weight of the value cannot be changed. That is the benefit of adding zeros. So here, what in the left side, whatever the positions I miss, that positions I want to fill with zeros. See, after decimal point, you can add any number of zeros. Then also, after decimal point, you can add any number of zeros. Then also weight of the value not change. So how to convert number type values into character? This is character format because digits, decimal point, and there is one additional symbol, comma. Comma is not numeric data, it's a character data. So finally, the values are known as character values. So how to convert number value into character data type? by using toChar. toChar. See, let me show you the example. Select EMP, so ename, comma, salary. I want to print each salary beginning from 1 lakh position. So toChar of, take the salary value, each salary printed from lakhs position 0, comma 00, comma 000.00. So all positions are filled with 0. In case in the salary value, if there is a digit at the corresponding position, that digit printed. If digit is absented, if the digit is absent in the corresponding position, then it will print 0. See here, each and every value printed from lakhs position. Here lakhs position is absent in all salaries. 10,000 position is also absent in all salaries. But 1,000 position is absent in first 2 salaries only. Remaining salaries are having 1,000 position. Okay, and there is no decimal digits in any salary. We don't have decimal digits. So for each salary, the 2 decimal digits are printed as 00. Next one. Generally, this type of format is useful in printing reports. Whenever the company people are generating reports, they will use that method. Next, toChar, again same function, toChar, but input value date here. Output format character, input value is date type value. In the above toChar function only, input value number and output format character. In this input value date, output format is char. So how to print date value in character format? So you can use these components in the character format. So if in the character format here, in this position, if you are using DD, then from this date value, it will print digits of date. Suppose here you are writing day like this. Then from this date value, it will print day name. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, like that. So day name printed with the beginning character capital. All smalls means day name printed in all small case characters. All caps means day name printed with all capital case characters. Suppose in this format, if you are using month, so print first 3 characters of month with the beginning character capital. All characters in the month name in capital. All characters in the month name in small. Only first 3 characters if you are using MON. If you are using month complete spelling, then it will display full month name. Here in lowercase, here in uppercase, here in beginning character capital. YY, last 2 digits of year. Capital YY, last 2 digits of year. No difference between small YY and capital YY. And YYYY, complete year number it will print. Year, it will display spelling of the year number. Suppose 2019, it will print the spelling TWENTY NINETEN 2019. So let me show you the example here. I want to select employee name and join date, hire date. So hire date title is join date, comma, I want to print join day, on which day he joined. Okay, so how to print join day? Convert the hire date value, from the hire date value, print day name. Okay, so here joined day, comma, joined month. I want to print a complete month name. Okay, so let me write one more, to underscore char hire date, comma, I want to print joined date, joined date. Okay, here I want to print DD, only digits. So the title is joined date, comma, again to underscore char of hire date, joined month. So here month, this is joined month. So joined month, comma, joined year, to underscore. Just I'm printing casually like this. You can also print all the things in one example. So take the hire date. From the hire date, print joined year number. Complete year number means YYYY. The title is joined year from EMP. Okay. Set line size to 30. Again, run it. See here. So this is the joined date actually. Joined day Wednesday and joined date 17th, joined month December, 17th December 1980. Hope you understand. Here you are printing on which day they joined. Some people joined on Wednesday, Monday, Thursday, Saturday, any day. Suppose the simple example I am giving. Before that, let me copy this example. Hold on. And the sample result also let me copy. That's all. Okay. Now, let me give you one more example. Select to underscore character of, I am giving sys date, system date. I want to print the sys date like this. Date value, day name, or otherwise first day name, next date value, and complete month name and complete year name. Okay, from Jewel. See, Thursday, 21st February 2019. If you want to see the digits here, use YYYY. Here I want to see the spelling, that's why it is year. If you want to see it as what we say, spelling means year, digits means YYYY. Same example, just replace this with YYYY. See the difference. Hope you understand. That is about conversion functions. Now we are discussing about analytical functions or analytic functions. Rank and dense rank, two functions. Rank and dense rank. What is rank and what is dense rank? Rank function generates non-sequential rank numbers. Non-sequential rank numbers. Dense rank function generate sequential rank numbers. Okay, let me take rank, and here I'm taking salaries. And dense rank. Listen carefully. Highest salary 5,000. Second highest salary 3,000. Again second highest salary 3,000. Next salary 2,9. Next salary 2,8. 2,8 is getting by 3 persons. And now 2,5. And now 2,000. And now 1,500. These are the salaries. What is the rank function generate? See, I want to generate rank numbers based on highest salary to least salary. Again, I want to generate rank numbers based on highest salary to least salary. Then highest salary rank number 1. Second highest salary rank number 2. Same salary for the third person. So rank number 2 only. Okay. Here generally what is the next rank? 3. We will expect next rank is 3. But third person also getting same rank. Second rank. So second rank, third rank is actually has to go to third person, but he is having the rank 2. So third rank is skipped. It will display 4. And here 5. 5 is generated for 3 people. Why? Because 3 people are having same salary. And now 6th and 7th persons having same rank. 6th and 7th persons are having same rank. The next rank for the 8th person is 8. Oh, 2 8 is giving for 4 people. Okay. 2 8 is for 4 people. Okay. So, see here. This is 5th rank. Next person, 6th person, 7th person, 8th person having same 5th rank. Now 9th person having a different salary means he will get 9th rank. Next 10th rank. Next 11th rank. These are the rank numbers generated by rank function based on ordered values of a result. Based on ordered values of a result, rank function generate non-sequential rank numbers. Why? Because third rank skipped. 6, 7, 8 ranks are also skipped. That's why we should say non-sequential rank numbers are generated. Now, dense rank 1. Similar salary means same rank numbers by dense rank also. And say dense rank never skip any sequential rank number. Dense rank never skip any sequential rank number. See, what is the previous dense rank number? 2. So if there is a different salary, here we have 2,900 is a different salary. So definitely what is the next rank? 3 only. Next 4. So again 4. Again 4. So how many people are having 4th rank? 4 people are having 4th rank. The next person is having different salary, so he will get 5th rank. And now it is 6th rank. Now it is 7th rank. Sorry, 7. So dense rank function never skip any rank number, but rank function skip similar rank numbers. It is skipping some rank numbers. Hope you understand. So how to generate rank numbers means by using rank and dense rank. Rank is generating non-sequential rank numbers, and dense rank is generating sequential rank numbers. So what is the syntax? Select rank, calculate rank over the result of this statement. So rank is calculated based on the result of window class from table. So what is my target is select ename salary rank value. So rank value I want to generate based on ordered salaries of employees. That is also highest salary to least salary. Here I am writing the query. Generate rank and dense rank values. Dense rank values based on descending order salaries of employees. Descending order salaries of employees. Select ename salary, comma, rank over order by salary DESC. This is called as window class. Remember, this is called as window class. The result title is rank, comma, calculate dense rank, dense underscore rank of over same order by salary DESC, and here D rank from EMP. That's all. You can see the difference easily. See, in the rank, second and third persons having same rank. So third person having same rank, fourth employee having different salary. So fourth employee will get fourth rank only. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. See, 10th employee, 10th rank. 11th employee with same salary, having same rank. But 12th employee having different salary, so he will get 12. 11 is skipped here. But D rank, never skip any rank number. Check it out. D rank, never skip any rank number. So based on D rank, we have so many uses. What is that? I want to display first highest salary, second highest salary, third highest salary. Listen carefully, guys. Display first highest salary. How to display? Max. Select max of sal from EMP. First highest salary. Next one, find out second highest salary. Second highest salary. Then use subquery. Select max of sal from EMP. So find this maximum salary except highest salary. See where salary not in. Salary not in. Select max of sal from EMP. See, first subquery executed. Subquery executed. From the subquery, what is the highest salary we are getting? 5,000. So in the employee table, salary not in 5,000. So except the first salary, in the remaining salaries, it is finding highest salary. In the remaining salaries, what is the highest salary? 3,000. So this is the second highest salary. So this is most important nowadays. Finding second highest salary. So many interviewers are asking this. If you say different answer, they are not accepting. Only by using subquery, tell me how to find out second highest salary. They are asking like that. So be careful. But from third highest salary, you don't get third highest salary onwards by using subqueries. So there is a simple logic. Come to here. If D rank equal to 1, that is first highest salary. If dense rank equal to 2, second highest salary. If dense rank equals to 3, third highest salary. If dense rank equals to 4, fourth highest salary. Understand? So based on dense rank value, you can display nth highest salary. Let us see. Display nth highest salary. We can do it by using dense rank. Select salary, comma, dense underscore rank of over order by salary DES. The title is D, okay, D rank. D rank from EMP. This is the query. So here it is giving two columns output. First column name sal, second column name D rank. It is a title actually. If you pass this output to the outer query, select star from, so select star from the output of inner query. Select star from the output of inner query. So what are the output columns of inner query? Sal and D rank. So these two are known as column names to the outer query. Column names to the outer query. So in the outer query, based on second column, where D rank equals to 1, then you will get first highest salary. D rank equals to 2, second highest salary. D rank equal to 3, third highest salary. So at runtime, submit D rank value. So this is the second column in the outer select. So based on second column, you are writing condition. Yes, you can write. So this is called as inline view. Inner select query is called as inline view. See, enter value for D rank, first highest salary. Run it again, second highest salary. See, second highest salary displaying 2 times because 2 employees having second highest salary. If the second highest salary is similar for 10 employees, then it will display 10 times same salary. 10 times the same salary it will print. I don't want to print like that. I want to print each salary only once, so distinct. Distinct. Now exit and then run it. Second highest salary. Next one, third highest salary. Next one, fourth highest salary. Nth highest salary is calculated by using this query. Remember. Next. See, I want to explain about partition by. Partition by. Under over, we can write partition by. What is the use of partition by? It will partition the data based on this column values. Means 10th department records one partition. 20th department number records one partition. 30th 30th department number records another partition. Under each partition, rank or dense rank numbers generated separately. Rank and dense rank numbers are separately. See how it is. Generate dense rank values based on higher salary to least salary from each department number separately. From each department number separately. How to generate? Select ename, salary, dense rank, and over partition by. From each department number, I need separate rank numbers. Partition by department number, order by salary, under each department number, order by salary, DESC. From EMP. See. First 3 employees are from 10th department. Sir, what is the guarantee? See, let me modify the query. Here I want to display department number also. From 10th department, highest salary to least salary. So highest salary first rank, next highest second rank, next highest third rank. 10th department finished. Then 20th department, highest salary to least salary again. Okay, then highest salary 1, again highest salary 1 under 20, under 20th department, second highest salary, third highest salary, fourth highest salary. So you can do the partition based on column values. Under each partition, you can generate rank and dense rank values individually or separately. This is about rank and dense rank. Now, NVL. What is NVL? NVL stands for null value. You are giving column name, and this is the substitution value. It will verify list of values in this column. If any value is null in this column, that null value substituted by this value. Again, I am repeating. it will verify the given column value is null or not. If it is null, at that place substitute this value. Say I am selecting employee name, salary, commission. Select e-name, salary, commission from EMP. I am giving 3 examples. Listen carefully. Some people have commission and some people don't have commission. At the place of null value in commission column, substitute 0. How to substitute? NVL of commission, comma, 0. So your commission value, null value is replaced with 0. If value is present, as it is the value printed. If value is null, then it is replaced with 0. Next one. I want to find out. Display same data, but display total salary also. Total salary means commission plus salary. Select e-name, salary, commission, and I want to see total salary. So many people directly write like this. That is salary plus commission. This is total from EMP. It's wrong because we cannot perform calculations on null values. We cannot perform calculations on null values. That's why it is wrong. So what should I do? See, before applying it to the calculation, convert NVL of commission. If the commission value is null, replace it with 0. If commission value not null, get the commission value. Now you will get total salary. Next one. No, Vijay. See, you are writing select query. Okay. Select query is always table data so and so. But I want to see the data like this. Table data, you can't see permanent. Okay. It's always temporary. Suppose, according to your doubt, I am explaining one question here. See, in the table, select salary, comma, commission from EMP. This is the actual data from table. So in the commission column, I want to replace each null value in the commission column. Within the table, in the commission column, I want to replace each null value with 0. How to replace? See, update. You are changing values in the table. EMP set commission is equal to NVL of commission, comma 0. What is happening? In each record, it will take commission value. In that record, if commission value is null, that is changed as 0. Update is affecting the table data permanently. How many rows updated? 14. Now check. This is permanently changed. So see, select star from EMP. See, see the commission column. Understand? Select query output means it is not impacting original data. Next one, NVL2, it will verify the column value. If it is not null, substitute value 1. If it is null, substitute value 2. Again I am repeating. If column value not null, at that place substitute value 1. If column value is null, at that place substitute value 2. See, NVL is only looking for null value, but NVL2 is looking for null value and also for not null value. And see, I am selecting salary, commission, NVL2 of commission. In case commission is present, display available. If commission is absent, display not available. But just now we changed all commission values. There is no null value. Listen, if I execute this query, for every employee it will display commission is available. For each employee it will display commission is available. See, for all the employees. Why? Because commission 0 is there, so it is available. What is the commission? 0 or 300 or 500 or 1400. But you are able to answer. You are able to answer means there should be some value. It's not null. You are unable to answer. That is called as a null. Now let me cancel that update operation. How to cancel? Rollback. After rollback, execute same query. Then you can see the difference. Before update, actual commission values are 4. In that 4 places, it is displaying commission status is available. In the remaining places, commission status is not available. This is NVL2. And one more function, that is a null if. Null if. What is null if? It will verify these 2 arguments. If the 2 parameters are equal, then it returns null. If 2 parameters are equal, then it returns null. If they are not equal, then it returns first parameter. So username or password, both are same. Then don't take any action. Why? Because I don't want to accept. Again, whenever you are logging into any account, you are writing username and password, both are same. It's not valid according to security. So it returns null. Null means it will not take any action. If they are different, then take the username and identify that user in the database. So if both arguments are equal, returns null. If both arguments are not equal, return first argument. Next function, decode. What is decode? Actually, it is little bit lengthy. Hold on. String 1. Value 2, then string 2. And value 3. String n. Actually, this is the syntax of decode. Decode function takes the column value and that column value compared with specified values. value 1, value 2, value 3, and so on. If column value and specified value both are equal, if column value and specified value both are equal, then at that place it will substitute string 1. Suppose column value equal to value 2, then it will substitute string 2. Suppose column value not equal to any value, by default it will substitute string n. So last value generally string n means it's a default value. So it is just like a case statement. It is just like the logic equal to case statement. Let us see. Here I am typing the query. Select ename working in, and after that here I am writing decode function. Decode of, take the department number. If department number equal to 10, substitute accounting, comma. If employee department number equal to 20, at that place substitute research. If department number equal to 30, at that place substitute sales. If department number equal to 40, substitute operations. Okay, this is department, it's a title. Okay, employee department info, this is the title. From EMP, listen carefully, you are selecting data from single table only. As it easily I am selecting employee names. For every employee name I am adding this string. This is concatenation operator. So employee name attaching with this string and attaching with the result of decode. Working in invalid identifier. Actually we should put the string in single quotes, but I am giving the string in double quotes. We should use only single quotes. Save it, exit, run it. See, Smith working in research, Allen working in sales, Ward working in sales. For every employee, it is displaying corresponding department name. We are not taking department name from DEPT, but at the place of department number, we are substituting some values. So it is printing the result like that. That is decode. Last one, coalesce. Coalesce function takes multiple arguments from each record, multiple columns, say multiple columns. From each record, it will consider these column values and it returns first not null value from the given values. First not null value from given values. Let us see. Let me explain with example, then you can understand. There is some Aadhaar card number. Oh, let me increase the size. Aadhaar card number, PAN number, voter ID, passport number. Here Aadhaar number presented, PAN number null, voter ID null, passport null. Next, Aadhaar presented, PAN presented, voter ID presented, passport also present for the second customer. Next one, Aadhaar null. Okay, sorry. Aadhaar 0. Aadhaar is null. PAN number is also null. Voter ID null. Passport is also null. For the fourth customer, Aadhaar is null. PAN number null. Voter ID present and passport is null. For the fifth one, Aadhaar null, PAN null, voter ID null, and passport is present. If I apply Colesi function on these four columns, Aadhaar, PAN card number, voter ID, and passport. If you are applying Colesi function on these four columns, what is the result? Listen, from each record, how many columns in each record? Here you are applying Colesi function on four columns. In each record from these four columns, it will return first not null value. What is the first parameter? Aadhaar. So Aadhaar is not null or not. So here it is printing Aadhaar number. Result is Aadhaar number. Why? Because first not null value. For the second record also Aadhaar number. For the third record, all values are null means it return null. And for the fourth customer, in the fourth record, first not null value is voter ID. And for the last record, first not null value is passport. It will print passport number. Colesi function from the submitted columns. Colesi function executing at record level. In these four columns, from each record, in these four columns, it returns first not null value. First not null value. That is about Colesi function. That's all about our functions. All functions are completed. Still, we need to discuss about the partitions and new concepts in Oracle 12c. New features introduced under Oracle 12c that we need to discuss. We will do it tomorrow. That's all for today. Thank you, all of you.